guys, SniperDrago here, and today we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to make awesome text with Cinema 4D. So let's open Cinema 4D up and wait for it to load. It won't load. There we go. Okay, so we're in this new place. This is a little bit of an older version, but you could click the little plane there, or you can go into the cube and click plane. Then what I like to do is make that 1000 and this 1000. Apply, and then what you're going to do is Control C, Control V to duplicate it, and then 90 degrees here, and 90 degrees here. Apply. You can move this back to the edge, so right about there, and you really don't need to move it up. Then what you want to do is go to here, click and hold infinite light, get the rotate tool, and rotate it to your liking. Create a new material by double clicking down here. Double click on the material and make it nice white. Okay, now you're going to drag that onto the floor and the wall. Okay, so you can navigate with this button up here and just get it nice and center, and then maybe move up a little bit, and then you can scroll to zoom in. Definitely want to move it up some more. And then once you have it about the position you're going to want it, that looks pretty good. You're going to want to go to your render settings right here, and in here you're going to go to output, change this to 1280 by 720, which is HD, and then go to save and choose JPEG. You can go to this little ellipsis box with the dots and call it what you would like. I'm just going to call mine tutorial. If I can spell right, save it wherever you want. I'll just save mine on the desktop. And then you're going to go to anti-aliasing, make that best, and then you can do some effects. So let's do ambient occlusion and global illumination. Okay, in global illumination you want to go to radiance cache, turn record density to low. Okay, we're done with the render settings for now. Go up to MoGraph and choose Mo Text. Zoom out a bit to grab it. Go back to your move tool, center it, move it back to about right there. Looks pretty good. And then you can click on that and we can make it whatever we want. I'll do SniperDrago, which is my name, and we can scale it down a bit. If we go into coordinates, size, maybe 0.8. Make sure you do it on all three. A little smaller, 0.6. That looks pretty good. Make sure, if you can see these little tinted parts, that is the only part that's going to be showing up. So center it between those, and then you can make the depth pretty wide. So let's change our view here. Let's boost that up a little more. Now we can change font. If we go to object and font, I like to use Bauhaus 93 or Impact. For this one I'm gonna be using Bauhaus 93 if I can find it. Should be right around here. Yeah, here. Oh, what? It's been doing that. Come on. Go to B. Ugh. Wow. This is running really slow. There. Oh. Come on. Scroll up. Bauhaus 93. Perfect. That took way too long. Now it's a nice font. So what you're gonna do is do Control C, Control V. So now you have two texts. And go to coordinates, scale the depth down a little bit on this one, and then move it to the center so it looks nice. And what you're gonna do is go to caps, start is fillet cap, and also fillet cap, and then fillet type is, I like to use engraved, looks nice. And then what we're gonna do is get our first text and drag our nice white onto it. We're gonna make a new material with the double click on it again. You can make this whatever color you want. I'm gonna go with a nice green. Okay, here we go. That looks pretty good. Oops. Let's drag that onto the second one. Perfect. And now that looks pretty awesome. Let's make the camera view all good. And then we can do a couple other things. Zoom in. And select them both. Center it. This needs to be a bit smaller actually. So let's go 0.5. There we go. And center it. Let's go like that. And then what I like to do is go to the rotate tool. Make sure they're both selected. Go to this green one and move it like that to however you like it. This is optional. And then let's say you wanted like two instead of just all in one line. What you could do is copy these, paste them, and then on the first set go to object and change it to whatever word is the first word. So now you just have sniper. And select your second set and just make it the second word. So now we have SniperDrago. And what we're gonna do is go to the first set and come on, there. You can hold down or select both of them. You can click on the first one, shift click on the second one. So now we can go to our move tool, move sniper up, or whatever your first word is. There we go, it looks pretty nice. And then if you want to make these all caps, that might look good. Sniper. And Drago. Oops, didn't select my second one. It's not good. Drago. There we go. Now it looks pretty nice. We can actually make this bigger now. And we go to coordinates, maybe 0.8. Yeah, that looks nice. And then let's move this top one up because it's overlapping the Drago. You can change our camera view if it doesn't fit. And there we go. Now that looks pretty good. If you have SniperDrago, you can do this part. It is optional, but I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go to my desktop and come on, load. Oh, we're at the bottom. This is all weird in this bit. Center 4D and SniperDrago. Here we go. I'm just gonna do no facial expression so I can add my skin. Double click on that, and then what you can do with him is get your move tool. It's kind of hard to select the depth, so let's change the camera view a bit. The blue arrow is depth, so let's move him back and over. Let's move around there. Let's move him back some more, and then we can grab him and rotate him. And then what you're gonna do is click on this little skin right here. And specular doesn't normally look good, but for this you have to check it or the texture doesn't work. So do that, go back to here, go to user data. You can either leave it as a Steve or you can select your custom skin. Let me just select mine. Desktop. My computer's running pretty slow right now because I'm currently encoding something, but I'll have to do set 4D and my skin. Perfect. There we go. Now we have my skin. Looks pretty good. And what you could do is click the little plus here, go to body, or no, bones, sorry. Go to arms, get your move tool. Actually, click the plus on the arms, get the right hand, move it up, and maybe this way a little bit. So now he's waving. And let's just select the whole thing. Move him this way, change the camera view back, and zoom in, I guess. There we go, looks pretty good. Okay guys, I'm back. I forgot one thing, and that is how to render it out. So if you have your render settings correct and you go and save, you should have it where it's located. You should have JPEG selected, and then you can go over to here and it should come up with the picture here. And ignore that. Then it should render.
Let's go.
Before you were born!
Let's go now.